Jeremy Beasley. It's had a tough inning so far. So Riley Gilliam, the sophomore right-hander, makes his way in, and Jeremy Beasley will depart. Having given up a couple of hits, did get one out. Louisville now has 9 hits to Clemson's 7. So as we watch the warm-up pitches from Riley Gilliam, and we just talked about it a little bit earlier, if you're the kind of program that Louisville has been, one of the best in the country, as you can take a look at Gilliam's numbers on the season, being down 4-0 was not a huge undertaking for them.
No, McClure just kept steady. Defense kept picking him up, and just gave time for the offense to find a way to break through a little bit. In the armchair quarterback seat, I'm just somewhat wondering, where was Hennessy on that lefty to lefty matchup with Fitch a little bit. I don't know if he's having any arm difficulties or anything like that, but that might have been, it's easy now, right? I mean, they hit a home run, so, but wondering, maybe lefty-lefty at that point.
You can see the gathering over there inside the Louisville dugout. There is Dan McDonald. Of course, yesterday he picked up a milestone, his 500th victory. He's in his 11th season with the Cardinals. Gave all the credit to his players, says a player's game, and was really appreciative to Louisville hiring him, giving him the opportunity, and boy, he has delivered for that university. As mentioned a little bit earlier, he's averaged 45 wins a year over 11 years. Taken him to the College World Series 3 times and 6 Super Regionals. So here's Drew Ellis. The first baseman, the number 5 hitter, comes up with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Brendan McKay is at first. And he's got a couple of hits on the day. Doubled in the 2nd, flew out in the 8th, and had a single in the 6th. Pitch taken for a strike.
And that's a nice pitch coming in, being able to throw a breaking ball for a strike.
0-1 pitch. There's a drive left field. Rollman is going after it. He is at the fence, and that is gone. And Louisville has the lead. Drew Ellis' 14th home run of the season. And the Cardinals lead at 6-4. Second home run of the inning, 4th home run on the afternoon.
He threw a good breaking ball to start with, but that fastball's up and in the meat of the plate. And Ellis just is not fouling anything off. He does not miss him if you put it in there. And he felt it from the get-go.
Started to worry about my car for a minute. I'm parked behind left field. He gave that one a ride. So it's now 6-4 Cardinals, and Devin Mann's at the plate. Still only 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Took a called strike there. It's 0-2. He's 1 for 3. Of course, he had that huge home run a little bit earlier. This time he grounds it. Bird goes off his glove and into left field. And they get another runner aboard. Ruled a hit as he knocks it down the third base side.
Bird doesn't know that Davidson's that far in the hole ready to make that play, so he dives, trying to do everything he can to help his pitcher out and his teammates out, but ends up deflecting it in for a base hit.
So Colin Lyman comes up with 1 away. That was Mann's 2nd hit of the day. As you can see, Lyman is hitless on the day. grounded out to first base. You might recall in the fourth inning, he had that drive to center field that Pinder ran down and made that leaping grab. And that's going to be a base hit into right field. The man is on his way to third and will dive in head first. And the Cardinals now have runners at the corners with only one out against Clemson relief pitching.
He threw an actually pretty good curveball right there. Just Lyman did a good job of getting down there and getting enough to drive it into the outfield. Look at that. That's biting down and in. It was going to be in almost the dirt. So sometimes you just got to tip your hat to a hitter from.
Quick talk with Riley Gilliam. In the Clemson bullpen, Tyler Jackson, the right-hander, is warming up. So is Alex Schnell, the junior left-hander. Tigers have already used 3 pitchers on the day. Eubanks got us through 7, but it's been a struggle here for Clemson in the 8th. Colby Fitch hit the tying home run, and then Ellis' 2-run shot, giving Louisville the 6-4 lead, and the Cardinals have added back-to-back singles. They got runners at the corners for Josh Stowers. Pitch is low, but he's able to block it. It's 1-0. 0 for 3 on the day. Got a strikeout in there in between a couple of ground outs to third.
Those are the dangerous counts. Runners in both corners.
There's a strike called. It's 2-1.
Pretty clutch, gutsy curveball with a 2-0 count.
Clemson had a 4-0 lead, but a 3-run 6th, and so far a 3-run 8th for the Cardinals, and they've got the lead again. That one gets fouled out of play. It's 2-2. In talking about the kind of success that Louisville has had since joining the ACC in 3 years, they have won 25 of 28 series. 2-2 pitch is low. That'll make it a full count, 3-2. Tyler Fitzgerald, the number 9 hitter, the third baseman, is on deck. Thrower to first base as they work on Lyman. Devin Mann is at third. Clemson fans trying to get some enthusiasm going here. Runners were going on a full count. Stolen base as he fouls it off there. So now it's 2 runners in scoring position.
Good curveball right there. He swings through it. The runner advances, but the hitter cannot because the base was occupied at the time.
So with 2 away, here comes Tyler Fitzgerald as Kyle Wilkie will head out to talk to Riley Gilliam. Tough spot here. Runners at second and third, 2 outs.
We got a base open now, so you can kind of pitch tough, but you don't want to get leaving one over the plate.
There's a drive right field, and it's going to be Seth Beer coming in to make a nice play, and that will end it. But a big inning for the Cardinals. 2 home runs, one of them a 2-run shot. 5 hits in all. Takes it high for a ball. Louisville. For the Tigers, their final regular season home game is Tuesday night. They'll be taking on Coastal Carolina. They will wind up then the ACC season on the road at NC State next weekend before trying to go and defend their ACC championship they won a year ago. It was the first for the school in 10 years. Leading off things here in the top of the ninth inning for the Cardinals. That's Logan Taylor, the center fielder. And he's down 1-0. 0 for 4 on the day. As you can see, he's got a strikeout. Otherwise, 3 groundouts. 1-1 pitch. Taken in there. Nice looking hook there. It's 1-2. Riley Gilliam in place. Check swings it out of play. Stays 1-2.
Just a defensive swing right there as that fastball was getting on him through the shadows.
Yeah, you can see how much it's changing here just from the last bottom of the 8th inning. Now covers the pitcher's mound all the way through home plate. Ground ball. Going to be a tough play for Bird, and he's not able to make it, and the leadoff hitter is aboard for the Cardinals.
Bird tried to get from his glove to his hand to make a throw, but that's one that's just do or die. You just field with your bare hand, and if you make a great play, you do, and you at least get an attempt to throw him out at first.
So that bring up Colby Fitch, who's had the monster day. He's 4 for 4, 2 solo home runs, a double and a single. If he can get a triple, he'd hit for the cycle. And a great pickoff play right there, and they get the runner. Taylor is out. What a great pickoff move, and what a great play from Gilliam to Andrew Cox. So there is one away.
Taylor shaking his head in disbelief, but to me, from this angle, it looked like he had a pretty good. Yeah, I think he hits him before his hand gets there. We're blocked on the hand, but.
So the focus goes back to the plate now with Fitch. Takes a strike low. 0-1.
I don't know what his wheels are. Just looking at him, it doesn't look like he's a runner. He might have to knock the fence down to get a triple.
You're probably right. Swing and a miss, 0-2. He might need something like a pinball bouncing off the wall or something like that.
The power he has, I don't doubt that he can't do it. But.
What do you tell a pitcher when you're... What kind of advice do you give when you see a guy who's having a day like this?
Well, you want to attack. You still want to attack. You don't. It very rarely goes well when you start getting afraid. So, you know, what's your best pitch, and you try and put it in the best location you know. And, you know, like I said, if he hits it, you tip your hat on that one. But being afraid usually lets that ball drift into the middle of the plate where they're most definitely their strength as a hitter.
The good news for Gilliam is he hasn't faced him yet, so he doesn't have to be. It's not like he's seen him out there already. There's a grounder right back to Gilliam, and Gilliam will jog it over, makes the toss to Cox, and there's 2 away. Tigers facing the top of the Louisville order here in the 9th.
That barrage of curveballs that he threw, when he came back with that fastball in the shadows, he just could not catch up to it. One of the first times we've seen him take a defensive swing.
So here's Devin Harrison, the shortstop, with 2 outs. Takes the ball 1-0. 0 for 4 on the day. But he's ahead in the count here, 2-0. Brendan McKay is on deck. Pitch taken low, 3-0. There's a look at McKay, who's got a couple of hits on the day. Pitch taken for a strike, 3-1.
You want to battle back here. After this guy, you got some real power and a lot of run production coming up behind.
3-1 pitch, popped him up. Calling for it is Jordan Green. Green will make the grab, and that will do things for the Louisville ninth. 6-4. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. The Cards on top of the Tigers.